Welcome to a very quick yes, no, maybe of the 65 books that I read in the third quarter of 2025. I am actually filming this very late. It is the day before Halloween right now. So we're already a month into quarter four and there's 2 months left of the year. Anyway, enough yapping. I read 65 books in the months of July, August, and September. So let's talk about them very, very quickly. First up is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. Yes. One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. No. Weird book that I listened to, the audiobook of. It's a children's book, I believe, but Beacon of Hope, The Life of Barack Obama. Yes, absolutely. I listened to this on the 4th of July and yeah. Mother of Death and Dawn by Carissa Broadbent. Absolutely, yes. I already talked about Daughter of No Worlds and Children of Fallen Gods. This entire series is fantastic. I cannot wait to read more by Carissa Broadbent. Not a Happy Family by Shari Lapina. Maybe. It's a thriller. It was fine. I could figure it out right away, so yeah, maybe. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Yes, this gives me the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo vibes, and I actually love that about this. I feel like other people would not like that, but that's what made this book good for me. So yes. Set the Record Straight by Hannah Bonham Young. Absolutely yes. I love a good Christmas in July vibe, and that was exactly what this book was. So yes. Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This book is a yes. Now that I have read all 3 books in the series, I will say no to the fine print, yes to terms and conditions, and absolutely yes to Final Offer. If these books are interconnected standalone, so I think you can read them without reading the first one, but this book pissed me off. I almost didn't continue the series, so do with that information what you will. My Sister the Serial Killer by this author who I can't say their last name. Maybe. I honestly don't remember what really happened in this book, and I think I was confused for most of it, so I think I need to give it a reread, and then I can let you know if it's a yes or a no. But for now, maybe. Children of Virtue and Vengeance, as well as Children of Anguish and Anarchy. I read these 2 books in the month of July. I already read Children of Blood and Bone in the beginning of the year. Absolutely yes to this entire series. I have read such really good fantasy series this year, and I'm so excited that these are part of it. Accidentally Amy by Lynn Painter. Yeah. It was cute. The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. No. If Love Had a Price by Anna Huang, as well as If We Were Perfect by Anna Huang. These are the final 2 books in the interconnected standalones If Love series. And now that I have read all 4 books, no to the entire series. Her Twisted series is better. This Is How You Lose the Time Warp by Max Gladstone and Amal. I will have their names on the screen. Maybe. The Fury by Alex Michaelides. No. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Absolutely yes, this book was so cute. Body Check by Elle Kennedy. No. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This was a reread, and I am absolutely obsessed with this book. Absolutely 1000% yes, please read this book. Yes. Pucking Around by Emily Rath. Maybe. It's a reverse harem, I believe. It's a sports romance. It's a little bit taboo. Yeah. So maybe. Am I still reading the rest of the series? Absolutely. But maybe. Read the warnings. Know that this book is like a 4 or 5 chili pepper spice level of spice. Anyway, Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. This was very similar to Red, White, and Royal Blue. And you know what? I enjoyed it. So yes, but if you don't want basically a regurgitation of Red, White, and Royal Blue, except he's a lawyer and he's the son of a famous dude and he's a lawyer, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yes to this book. You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. Yes. Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. Maybe. I picked it out from the beginning, but it was still very entertaining. The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. No. Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Yes. The age gap is still weird to me. We are months after reading this book now, but it's still weird to me, but the story was very good. Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley. Yes, absolutely yes. This was so cute. Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake. Yes, absolutely yes. I feel like I love everything that Ashley Herring Blake has written, so absolutely yes. I read all 3 of these books in the third quarter of the year, so The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang, The Bride Test by Helen Huang, as well as The Heart Principle by Helen Huang. Absolutely yes to all 3 of these books. I feel like they're underrated underrated. I know that they were popular like 2020, maybe 2019, but I feel like they're underrated and they need to come back. They're so good. Yes. Love Life Farms by B.K. Borison. Absolutely yes. Again, this was very Christmas in July, Christmas in August vibes, and I loved it. Absolutely yes. Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. Absolutely yes. I already read Heartless Hunter earlier in the year, and this duet is absolutely fantastic. Very simple magic, very easy to follow, but so good. Absolutely yes. The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. Yes. I'm so glad this book was good because The Fury pissed me off. So yeah. Paris Dalian Court is About to Crumble. Yes. I enjoyed this book, and the main character has anxiety, and I can obviously relate to that, but just I feel like it was a very good book for a more younger audience. So I would say like mid to upper teens, maybe young 20s would really enjoy this book. So yes. Pucking Ever After, Volume 1 by Emily Rath. Maybe. It's the novella after Pucking Around, and maybe. Husband Material by Alexis Hall. No. The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. Maybe. I'm gonna read The Perfect Divorce and see if that's any better or if that kind of brings this book up, but maybe. Beneath the Stars by Emily McIntyre. Also maybe. I feel like I need to read more of the series. I know that they are interconnected standalones, but I feel like I need to read more by Emily McIntyre to like get a grasp of whether this was actually good or not. So maybe for now. It was cute, but maybe. Since I read both of these in quarter 3, let's talk about them. I have Consider Me by Becca Mack as well as Play With Me by Becca Mack. I would say no to Consider Me, honestly, because it was just unnecessarily long for no reason. But I would say yes to Play With Me because this story was cuter. So yeah. Again, because I read both of these in quarter 3, I have the Atlas 6 by Olive V. Blake as well as the Atlas Paradox by Olive V. Blake. Absolutely yes to both these books. This was an unexpected surprise. Like I didn't really go into it with any expectations, and I ended up loving both these books. So yes to both of them. I am going to read the Atlas Complex in quarter 4 of 2025. So yes to both these books. We'll see about the third one. Dream Girl Drama by Tessa Bailey. No. Hooked by Emily McIntyre. Yes to this one. For some reason, I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed the Beneath story. So yes, it's a little bit darker and I really enjoyed it. So yes. Brain Damage by Frida McFadden. Yes. Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. Also, yes. Again, I'm obsessed with Ashley Herring Blake. And actually, I realized I read the books backwards. Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail is book 2 in the Bright Falls series. Either way, enjoyed them. Fantastic. Do You Remember by Frida McFadden? Maybe. I had a good time with it, but maybe. It's a little bit predictable. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is my first 6-star read. Yeah. This book is 1,000,000% yes. Please read it if you haven't, because like people aren't exaggerating when they say they love this book. It is so good. So good. I swear I read a ton of Ashley Herring Blake books in this quarter because I just love this author. I love reading queer books, and Ashley Herring Blake does not disappoint. So Dream On Ramona Riley, absolutely yes. This book was so cute as well. So good. Gallant by V.E. Schwab. Also yes. Very, very good. I gave this book 5 stars, and I'm surprised that I did because like it's a young adult book, but it was so good. So good. Another Ashley Herring Blake, Make the Season Bright by Ashley Herring Blake. Again, this was fantastic, giving Christmas in September vibes, and I loved it. Absolutely yes. The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. Yes, 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 yes. It felt like I was on vacation, and it was so good. Yes. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. Absolutely yes. This book is so good. V.E. Schwab apparently can do no wrong either. Like, this book was so good. Vampires? Yes. Thank you very much. The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner? Maybe. Like I said, I was rereading the Shatter Me series. I already reread Shatter Me back in March, and the Shatter Me reading vlog is on my channel, so please feel free to check it out. But I reread Unravel Me, Ignite Me, Restore Me, Defy Me, all in quarter 3. I did in fact finish the rest of the series, but we can talk about that in quarter 4 at the end of the year. But absolutely to this entire series. This series was my shit. I'm so glad people are liking it again and again. Every single one of these books were 5 out of 5s. Like, the story is just so good, so fast paced, so like, I could yap about Shatter Me forever and ever. Amen. And I did. It's in the Shatter Me reading blog. So yes, absolutely yes to this entire series. And then last but not least, in Q3 of 2025, I also started and read the entirety of the, what is this called? The Kindred's Curse saga. The Kindred's Curse saga. So Spark of the Everflame, Glow of the Everflame, and Heat of the Everflame. Absolutely yes to all 3 of these books. 5 out of 5 for the first 2. The third one was what, 4.75, and the only reason was because it was getting a little bit long and like repetitive, but still so good. I genuinely don't understand, why can't everyone be like Luther? You know, like, just these books were so good. And I guess this was not a very quick yes, no, maybe, because I was yapping for too long, but genuinely I read such good books in the months of July, August, and September, and I'm already reading such good books in October, so I am also excited for that reading recap. But thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you hanging out with me on this corner of the internet for a few minutes, and yeah, I will see you in the next video, and I will see you in Q4 when we have read a lot more books, hopefully, even though it's looking a little scarce right now. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye.